Having been to many festivals, I had an opportunity randomly to go to Confest in 2023. Not knowing really anything about Confest, I decided to go and managed to find another Confest participant that was also doing some talks there, and got a lift with them. Flew to Melbourne and then got a lift from them to Confest, which was pretty cool. What I really enjoyed about Confest myself was the camping area amongst the trees. You could also camp up on the flat in your vans if you so choose, but being down in the actual forest and the semi-floodplain next to the river was quite beautiful with all the birds that were in the area. I camped at the Tranquility Area, which it would have been handy to have a really good map of the area at the actual tent where you moved your gear from, which we didn't seem to have because it was very confusing about where to go. Even the bus driver had trouble finding where we needed to go. However, after a lot of talking around and to a lot of people, I eventually found it. It's an area that was tobacco and alcohol free, so it just was nice and quiet and peaceful. The other thing I liked about the spot was that I got to wake up to the chanting each morning at the Tranquility tent, which was really a beautiful way to wake up. There's a whole range of areas around this Confest site, which are sort of allocated areas for different groups. You can just sort of wander through them. These are all allocated stages and also have a communal area with a fire pit and a gas cooker, so you can cook at the gas cooker yourself, or there was communal cooking tents as well, which was a really beautiful idea and well set up. And I really enjoyed the communal feel of the places that you could go and enjoy. So the whole thing is actually organised around the community. So they have this area where they have the section of blackboards where people can go and then write down what they want to do in the different time slots over the different days. And this is sort of done the day before each day, and they end up with a whole heap of very interesting different talks and yogas and just different experiences that you probably wouldn't normally be exposed throughout all the different tents that are set up as stages around the site. And it was very organic and amazing how well it actually worked. One of the things that really impressed me about the festival. Going there, I was a little bit concerned about the food options, so I actually packed quite a bit of food. However, there was a really good market there with some great vegetarian options, excellent chai, and a great variety of food. And there was a lot of people just sharing food around the community sites. For instance, one night a guy rocked up with 10 potatoes and half a pumpkin and 10 corn and all wrapped in alfoil, and threw it in our fire and let it cook. And we, at the end of the night, the group of us sat around and ate corn and potato out of the fire, and it was fantastic. Some people complained about the drop toilets at the sites. However, they were always well stocked, clean, and you didn't have any trouble getting to a toilet. There was always some available. There could be a little bit of a hike to them, and if you don't like drop toilets, then I guess you should bring your own in your van. The fresh water was also very clean. One of the events that I had the most fun at and enjoyed the most was probably the fashion parade, simply because I didn't know it was on and we were just walking past and it was just starting and just discovered all these incredibly awesome outfits.
Give us a spin around.
Just some eclectic pieces of work and all together hosted by the most incredibly fashionably dressed reporter and camera person that just fully played the role to the T. And I actually think they should have won an award for their performance as the TV presenter.
Right, where the hell did you get that?
From the St Kilda Oxford.
It's just so stunning.
It's really beautiful. It is really beautiful. It's incredible. It's 5 marks. It's fantastic.
This is my new outfit that I got from Melbourne. And thank you so much!
From North Melbourne, last seen at Miss Melbourne Drag. Here she comes, it's thirsty. Chardonnay and Melanie. And Celeste and Adelaide from Arc. They are from Correct, darling. Let's give it up for Chardonnay and Melanie. Celeste and Adelaide.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, that's great.
Yep.
1 year only.
Okay, how can we bring that back, segue it into what the fashion is? Is this $450,000?
Versace.
Versace. Yes. For those,
Can I take a photo?
as long as I can do an interview.
It's gold.
Okay.
It's
What did you
gold.
see on the runway today? Thank you. Did you get the shot? Okay, tell me what you saw on the runway, what really spoke to you, what stood out?
Those two ladies.
The Louis Vuitton and Versace were obviously two of the top. It was stunning.
Yes.
It was incredible. Are you inspired to go and spend all of your money?
On those shorts.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
There was a lot of nakedness at Confest, which at first I was a bit awkward about. But after a couple of days, I ended up just enjoying going for a swim in the river, in the naked, and everyone just being naturally naked and comfortable with that. And with the sauna and the spa, and then you just stood around the fire on the cold nights. It was really refreshing to warm up around the fire and just be naked around people, and then it became very comfortable and not awkward at all. And considering I'm 50 years old, I did not expect myself to be standing around a fire with a bunch of strangers naked having normal conversations, and I found it very refreshing. Every night they had drumming circle fires, so they had all these drummers and a really decent couple of fires going, and it was really quite cold. And people just dancing around the fire for hours on end to the drummers, which was quite hypnotic and amazing to see. Many people who braved the cold and did it naked and jumped around, and yeah, some great drumming. If you're into drumming circles, it was quite empowering.
die. We're all gonna die. Everybody dies someday. Sing along. It's I'm gonna die. You're gonna die. He's gonna die. She's gonna die. We're all gonna die. Everybody dies someday. Yeah. Bum, bum, bum. I'm gonna die. You're gonna die. He's gonna die. She's gonna die. We're all gonna die. Everybody dies someday. I'm gonna die. You're gonna die. He's gonna die. She's gonna die. We're all gonna die. Everybody dies someday. I'm gonna die. Everybody. You're gonna die. Hey, something funny. We're all gonna die. Everybody dies someday. I'm gonna die. You're gonna die. He's gonna die. She's gonna die. We're all gonna die. Everybody dies someday. I'm gonna die. Love your mother. You're gonna die. Tell your lover. We're all gonna die. Everybody dies someday. I'm gonna die. You're gonna die. He's gonna die. She's gonna die. We're all gonna die. Everybody dies someday. But not finally some vibes.
Being such an open and beautiful festival, unfortunately enough, there was some cases of thievery, and apparently someone lost their tent, and there was some other stuff stolen from another tent. So, for all its beauty and openness, they still had to be a little bit careful. And I did see someone creeping around my tent, and I came out, and he just walked off as if, he wasn't there. But my tent was all by itself, so it did make me a little bit concerned. And I followed him for a little bit, and he just sort of disappeared. And he was a tall, good-looking lad, and he just behaved a bit dodgy. So you still got to be mindful a little bit of your stuff there, unfortunately, and hopefully have people keeping an eye out in some cases. I'm going to leave with this awesome song that wasn't recorded by me but by somebody else, of this microwave song, and it was a great crowd song and just such a good laugh. Enjoy. As a leaving note, if you ever get to go to Confest as an experience and you like that sort of environment, it's one of the best festivals for this sort of thing, and openness and discovering new ideas and connection. And I learnt some things about myself that even surprised myself, and through my vast experience still had an awareness, an open awareness of something I learnt about myself that I didn't know before.
Life's been so hard, yeah, since you've been gone. Trying to pinpoint the moment that things went so wrong. It's finally over now, it's finally done. Tonight on the menu, frozen lasagna for one. Everything for me, from the bridge to the bed. Those old photos of us, down to every last box in the shed. This two-bed apartment has got me going insane. It's so lonely now, but just one thing remains. It's my microwave, Only thing she left was the microwave. Set you to medium to frost and take you out for a spin. There for me on those cold, lonely nights to heat up my din-din. Microwave, I know that we can depend on each other. Unlike that bitch Stephanie, that you'd never sleep with my brother. 'Cause you're my microwave. Yeah, you're my microwave. I think I love you, microwave. Yeah, you're my microwave. forgot to hit cancel and you read 009. And we both had a little chuckle to ourselves. We knew that wasn't the time. Microwave, I know. I'm like that bitch Stephanie. I know that I can depend on you. I've got a friend named Dave, and he's really, really small. He's a really good bud of mine, even though he's only 4 foot tall. Yeah, he's my microwave. Microwave. I love you, microwave. Microwave. You're my best friend, microwave. Microwave. Oh, microwave. We had great times together. Like that time when I went to heat up my coffee in you and burned my tongue on you. Coffee. You're a prankster, microwave. One dark and stormy evening, after a night on the slosh, I went to heat up my kebab in you, but I forgot to take the foil. After an explosion, smoke and sparks, lights went out, and the whole house went dark. Best fucking friend I had. Best friend I ever had. And a single tear rolled down my cheek as I bit into that soggy You're my best friend, microwave. Tiny wave, that's a microwave. See you later, microwave. Stephanie's never coming back to me. Miss you, microwave. Won't you please defrost my icy cold heart?